you're happy for me to record it again as we do the steps? Excellent. All right. I'll see you in there. Excellent. See you. Bye. Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Look at my face.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me. What happened?
So I had like a little red spot there that had been there for 3 years, and they basically said, oh, look, it was, what do you call? I can't remember what it's called. Some sort of, wasn't a skin cancer, but it was the thing before skin cancer. And they just said that I had 3 options: to have chemotherapy cream, to have it frozen off, which I'd already tried and it never worked, and to have this, what's it called? Photodynamic treatment therapy.
Okay.
So I just sort of said, oh, I just want the less invasive one because I actually got heaps of videos to do.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, no worries. And they said this one.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh, I'd be right in 2 days. I'd had it done Wednesday. And it's just horrific. It's if you look at it closely, it's really horrible. Anyway, apparently it burns your skin. So then because I didn't really research it a lot either. And then I watched all these YouTube videos this morning as I started panicking when it was getting all like almost pussy and stuff. And I'm like, holy shit, like, is this going to get better? Am I going to have my skin burnt? But anyway, apparently it's quite common for a couple of weeks to be like this. But I don't know. It's not feeling as bad because it was quite swollen. Anyway, we won't talk about it. Hopefully it'll be right.
Well, thanks for being on again. I hope it gets better soon. Last Monday, so you were with us with a Zoom call, and there was like plenty of people watching, and I had the wrong tools. My computer froze, overheated, turned off. But you you've got a visitor in the room with you.
That's my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 15, teenager, pain in the butt. No.
Okay.
Joking.
So your Instagram course, basically 10x your gram.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, and we started to build a funnel, and you'd sold, I think, what was it, like 1 on the night, and other people that were, saying that they'd join as well. But that's really good. Well done.
Well, Heather joined, and then Cole. Pretty much, like, I actually got along really well with him, and you know when you sort of connect with people really well, like he was just a really nice. Do you know him well?
A little bit. I've had a few chats with him.
Anyway, I actually do feel like he will do it. I feel like he was just a bit strapped for cash, and that sort of thing.
So the intention though was like none of that. So the sale was the intention, but none of that was like the intention is to get buyers off our Zoom call. But that was just great. That was just kind of like a happy accident. Because what we were looking to do was like to get them from Facebook as well. So kind of like if we barely even talked about it and people are joining a course, like imagine I said, what will happen with the next step when we set up the whole funnel. I'm just going to share my screen. If you could just let us know when, if you can see this when it comes up.
So what will I do about the videos? Just do them anyway with a big thing on my face?
It's up to you. You could always redo
It
them, or
doesn't
you could
matter
do.
really, I suppose. Might look better tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe.
It might.
Probably won't.
I guess
I don't think.
there's a few different options. So yeah, I'm just going to get into, like in my computer, I'm just going to share my screen. It's just thinking about it. But yeah, so last Monday, we put a post in the Facebook group.
Yes.
And I'll just see if I can get it on my phone, actually.
So that's your Facebook group. I'm just getting my head around it. That's your own Facebook group that you've got all your hypnotherapists in there that you hopefully get onto your program or have done your program. Is that how it works? Is that the?
Yeah, so it's an addiction group for therapists, basically just to give free training on therapy, on addiction therapy. So that's.
Yep.
Has that come up?
Yep. I know the post. I did it. Yep.
Yeah, so that one's had 15 people say I'm in. And
yeah, that's amazing.
Because, yeah, we've only put it in one group. And that'll continue to grow.
My only concern with that, Scott, is that I think I mentioned this to you and I don't know whether you replied back or what happened there, because I've just been so mayhem since that day, that night that I did that. Things have been like appointment after appointment after, but I think I mentioned to you the only thing that I was concerned is that whether I should change the lead magnet page because it's all talks to network marketers.
Yep, we can do that step next. So today I just went to the lead pages part. I'm just, so just with my laptop, I'm just getting onto lead pages and I'll just share my screen.
Can I have a recording of this if I need it, or do I need this or not?
Yeah, you can have a recording of this, that's fine. So just see if I can get onto share my screen.
I don't think I've got any more appointments. I've just got to pick up my daughter. I've got to go down to the school at about 2:40. So I've got, lots of time, but.
Are you able to bring up lead pages on your computer?
I don't even know where I saved that. Isn't that just, I've just got too much going on. Lead pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yep.
Do you want me to share that back to the Zoom or?
Yeah, if you can do that, that'd be great.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's just gone, no.
Oh, it's just gone to a
Oh, it's gone
screen.
to your second screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can see mine?
Yeah. That's all I can see. I can't see mine anymore.
Oh, okay. So what can you see on the screen?
Just black. Scott 2 has shared screen sharing.
Oh, okay. That's right. So let's use mine. All right.
Yep.
So I'll just scroll down to like what we had. So you'd posted this in my group, how to attract 2 to 3 customers each week without having to post on your Instagram grid every day. Type I'm in for the free ebook. And so this is like where we're at. So 15 comments and all these people saying I'm in. Mm-hmm. And Heather bought, and then there's these others saying I'm in as well. And so we were looking to expand upon that by posting it a few more times, but also in other groups. So in lead pages, so we've got to be able to, when they say I'm in, we want to be able to reply to them like with an ebook about this.
Yeah, that's why I was a bit worried, because I was like, oh my God, we haven't got back to any of those people.
Yeah. But you'd sent me an ebook that basically has like a plan about Instagram.
Yeah, it's basically the 5 mistakes network marketers are making right now.
Okay. Would you prefer to use that ebook, or would you prefer to use a different one?
Well, I don't really have like, or that's the only one that I actually really have, because it probably doesn't really align with that. I mean, I could possibly turn it round to, actually I could probably do one quickly for the key things that are that they need to do, like actually just do exactly the same one, I guess. But just
that'd be great.
The 5, because like what I'm about to do, Scott, is a webinar, like a free webinar on my course, which again will be the 5, like it's going to be a free training webinar where that's what I'm going to scale this business. I'm going to do Facebook ads, and then I'm going to offer a free webinar. And then in that webinar, it will be all aligned with my course and all the key things that people can't actually, it's basically all of that. And then I'm going to get them across, hopefully. The idea is at the end, I'll be inviting them to join my course if they're leaders, wanting to really up level, wanting to create sales, in for the long game. Then, you know, love to work with you. This is the membership program. This is what you get. You get the support for 1 week every week for a year, plus this course that is going to give you the foundational aspects to build and create sales on Instagram. So that's, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so if you're happy to put together a quick PDF that just gives people exactly what it is.
So what I could probably do, instead of that 5 mistakes, is just put them the things that they need to do, which is basically, that's pretty easy. And I reckon, I can't actually remember what that other lead magnet says, but I could probably just duplicate almost that same lead magnet.
Yeah.
And just do the positives around it, which will be basically what I need to pitch in my webinar anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So so this is the landing page that we made in Lead Pages, and that's where we left off. And
yep.
So then, yeah, so if you want to send me something. So this is the opt-in page. So like when people click download, it'll come up with that pop-up. And so just to kind of like, to look at that again. So this is it. So it'll say name, phone, and email address, then download the ebook. When they hit download the ebook, that will then, so that that PDF that you're going to send me, it'll send that to their inbox, but then it's going to send them to a second page where we're going to put a video, and you're still creating that video. You've just had a very busy week though, and it's just been so that's something that will get done. So.
I mean, look, I think I'll just do it, Scott, because if I'm going to wait for my face, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'll just do it. You know what? I don't care at the moment. It's like, who cares? I just think I just need to do stuff and not worry about my face. And people, it will probably just be a talking point for people anyway. They'll go, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, there's always a reason. It's kind of weird, like what we're talking about, like in the hero's journey. There's that thing called the threshold guardians. And there's always something, life throws something up to stop you from achieving your dream. And our job is to move through that resistance, no matter what it is, to get to the other side. Because on the other side, it's like that it could be a day or it could be a week or whatever it is, but your face is going to look completely different.
Yeah.
So this is the duplicate that we've made. And so to begin with, I'll get rid of those pictures. Or what we had there. And I'm just going to move this into the center. And then there's a thing called widgets. I'm just going to grab video and put that there. And so we're done with that page as much as what we can at the moment, because once you've got a video, what we can do.
Is this the second page, sorry? Is this the second page?
This will be the thank you page. So
gotcha.
We reply to them. So we're going to reply to them with the ebook. So we reply to the with the opt-in page. and that's going to go under the I'm in. And so when they click on it, it comes up with the opt-in page. They're going to click download. It's going to then come up with a pop-up where they put in their details. They then, just to make sure that people aren't giving you fake email addresses, is that they can only access your ebook if they give you their real email address, because it's going to email it to them. But on the thank you page, we can now put a video. And so we can also just put a bit of text that says, your ebook is on its way to you.
Yeah.
And then we can say like another thing here just quickly and say, before you go, let me share one trick to attract lead page. Is a bit weird how it does that.
Mm-hmm.
We can always change the text 2 to 3 clients per week.
Should you say let should be a small letter, shouldn't it? Or yeah.
Yep. Good point. And so once you've done this video, you can basically just upload it to YouTube.
Yep.
Then YouTube has like a part like that says share, then embed, and it gives you the embed code. And we're going to put it there. So as soon as when I click on this, it comes up with embed, and then I can hit save and put the embed there.
Yep. I think I know how to do that. Because I did all that in my coaching platform, like in WordPress.
Okay, excellent. So I'm just saving that. So we might even just do this like in a few steps just to break it down, because like once we've got basically the ebook and 3 videos, then the email part is so easy. And are you free Monday as well, so that we can maybe like
Monday's good for hang on, let me look at I shouldn't just commit when I don't look at my diary, because I've literally, people have just been booking my calendar, but I think I'm actually pretty good next week. So yeah, I've only got Tuesday appointment, because I've literally been so busy this week that I've not done much like to get more leads. Well, I have, because I guess I did that thing with you, which created a bit of like, I had 2 discovery calls from that.
Yeah, you did amazing.
And I am someone, Scott, that if you get me on a call, like I'm pretty good. Like people seem to just like, I think I've always been good at inspiring people to do things, and that's why I think a webinar is just going to nail it for me. If I can learn to nail a webinar, my first one might not work. I don't know. I feel like I've done all the research. I know what to do. I've just got to go and do it now. But yeah.
Yeah. So there's the previous PDF. I'll just put that there for now. And so like we're not going to reply to these people just yet until like that new ebook's there. So what we can do, so like once
do you want me to try and do it? Like I can literally, it's 1:45. I haven't got much time, haven't I? Oh,
yeah,
I have.
so like
I'll
even
try
if
and
it's
get it done today, right? I've just got to get stuff done because I've got that much to do, as in I've got all this other stuff that I need to do as well.
Yeah, and then I'll just message you.
I'm just really wary. I don't like having all those people hanging on. I just think that's not very good start.
True. So like, yeah, so if you can get that to me, then I can message you once I've uploaded it. But we also need the video as well, so that we can do both steps. So we just need the ebook plus the video that will go here. It can be a 5-minute video. So the idea for this video is that they've just asked you for an ebook, and you've said in text here, your ebook, sorry, that's my bad. Your ebook is on its way to you. Before you go, let me share one trick.
Yeah.
And so like what's really great to say in this video is thank you so much for downloading my ebook. It's on its way to your email inbox.
That was just meowing at me. Yep. Sorry.
Yep. And then we do that thing where we go basically relate, story, teach, and we go relate that do you want to get 2 to 3 clients per week through Instagram? Are you a hypnotherapist, a coach, an NLP practitioner, or somebody in one of those fields or the how-to space? And you say, let me tell you a story about like when Instagram just overwhelmed me and I have no idea what I was doing with it.
I've got the best thing, right?
Yep.
One of my, this will go really well with this sort of niche. My chronic fatigue lady, the best story, right? She's got 200 followers and I've helped her find the right eyeballs and niche down, and she's getting leads left, right and center because of my teachings. And when she came to me, nothing was happening. So, and she's got a testimonial. So I can, like, one of the email testimonials can be her as well. And she's like chronic fatigue, and she tells you all that, I think, in the video.
Perfect. Okay. And so once we've done
that'll align really well with this. Or
Yeah.
I've got another one that's a water girl. And I'll give you both videos. You can decide. They're both bloody good.
Yeah. So once we've done, so
you said relate story.
Relate story.
Yep.
Yeah. So relate story teach. So we start with because they've asked for the ebook, and then where they land here. Okay. Sorry. I've updated that one, so that should. Your ebook is on its way to you. Before you go, let me share one trick to attract 2 to 3 clients per week. Where it says video placeholder, that's where the video will come. We'll make sure that it auto plays as well. And so again, like, yes, so if you could say like, thank you for downloading my ebook. It's on its way to your inbox right now. But before you go, I'd just love to share one trick to attract 2 to 3 clients per week. Are you a hypnotherapist, NLT practitioner, a coach or an expert or anyone in the how-to space? If I was confused by Instagram when I started, or so of my clients, if I can share a story, and then once you've shared the story, which is that perfect story you were talking about, then teach. Then you go, now let me give you the one trick. Mm-hmm. And then you teach, and you make sure that basically, when they say like, teach as you would to like a 5-year-old, it's not that people are stupid. It's kind of more that people are distracted. So it's kind of like, talk to them as if their kids are screaming at them in the background.
Yeah.
Slow, clear, repeat yourself if you have to, which is great. It's just that most people don't hear like 90% of what we say because that they're giving 90% of their attention to everything else. And so they can only really take on so much. So that's why we're not going to be afraid or anything to say like, well, what if you didn't give them enough value? Well, you're going to give plenty. It's more kind of like, can you get them to like follow one very simple trick? And if you do, that's a success. They will follow the next one. And then at the end, if you could finish it all off by saying, now I'd like you to keep an eye out, not just for the ebook that is on its way, but a second email as well that's coming to you soon that has the 5 top mistakes that people make on Instagram and how to fix them. And that'll be the end of that video. And so now what we've got with, I'll just bring that other screen up. So what we've got with this one is if I hit preview, and the email part's so quick, like once we've got these pages done, boom, emails will just happen. Because like the email has to have like a landing page to send them to. And that's why the active campaign stuff, like we should be able to basically like just finish that off on like Monday night.
Yep.
And the internet here in Croydon is just a little bit slow still.
That's okay.
So like if I hit the download the ebook button.
I'm excited about doing this because I was sort of doing this, about to do it anyway. So for me, this is just like a little mini trial of like all this stuff that I've been planning with this webinar, and I'm about to do an audit free giveaway as well. So on my Instagram, but I'm doing that one organically. I was originally going to do that as paid ads, but I'm doing the webinar. So that's really, to be honest, that's my #1 priority. But I've just had so many discovery calls and that that I'm just
you've been crazy busy.
It's been crazy.
Well,
so
and you're getting paid, like you said that like you just signed up like what was it, 5 this week?
Yeah. And
so now
well, actually, I say 4. 4 have paid. I got one last night, and she said she was going to pay today. And she messaged me this morning, go, "Oh, Mish, thank you so much for last night. I'm so happy. I'm like, she's a given. She's going to do it. And then I've got another girl on Tuesday that it's her mum and her, and it's really 2 people. So that could be another 3. And then I've got another girl. Actually, I have got
15 more here.
And I've got another appointment on Thursday that one's like one that could be a course plus a mentorship. But again, I'm going to be, if I do mentorship now, I'll be charging about $150 an hour, because otherwise I'm not going to do it. I don't want to be private coaching. I mean, I do, but they'll just have to pay for it.
Exactly.
Because otherwise I won't have time to scale my business, and I need to scale this business. I want to scale it.
You're doing so well. I love it. And you're very senior in your knowledge that you know exactly what you're talking about when it comes to Instagram and helping people to get results. And that's why people, you know, when you're on the phone, that's why they sign up, because it's just clear that you know exactly what you're talking about and how to chunk it up and down, how to make it simple.
Well, it's already working for me. It's working for me, and it's working for all the people that I've been, like, honestly, I've done that much training. I feel like I know. I mean, the girl today that I just got off the phone with, Jules, the speech therapist, she basically said to me, so we're on week 3, because like we did 4 weeks to start with. And she goes, please tell me I can buy more sessions. So I'm like, you know, she wants to keep working with me, which is really good. But you know what? I've already worked out, I'm making her like $200K on a membership course platform. Like we know, we've already set the goals for her group, and she's like, it's a given. It's, you know, like she'll probably make more than me, because her niche is a bit better, I reckon. But it's not to say that I can't change niches. As I said, I'm loving working with coaches. I think where I want to go is more of a high ticket item, with coaches starting a membership type program, like my model basically. So I just need to tweak my course a bit, and you know, and so I'll still keep my other group because it's going incredibly well. And that one, to be honest, once it's all scaled and I get maybe employ someone like an admin person, that can just tick away. And, you know, as long as I come in every week and just give that really good support and bring in some speakers from time to time, that's all I need to do. I think it's going to work. So.
Absolutely. Alrighty. So let's leave it there for now. If you're happy to do those ebook and the video, then we can reply to these people. And then on Monday, then we can get on to the next step, which is the active campaign, and start the email process. And then we'll get more traffic. We'll get more, you know, people coming through for the, you know, through Facebook.
Well, I have never done this, so I will be very, very interested to see if it actually does work.
It's kind of strange that you've already had, you know, you've had paying clients already, even though like we haven't finished what we're doing. So it's kind of like we're just getting started on some of this, and bang. Like people
got to see me a lot though on that call, so I'm good if I'm with people, like, you know. So whereas, you know, if they only just see me on a little short video, maybe that might not be. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't do this sort of stuff, so I'll find out.
Yeah, it'll all get unpacked as.
Confirm with me when I'm calling out. You said hypnotherapists, coaches, or health and wellness niche, or was there something else that I should be calling out?
I tend to say, hypnotherapists, NLP practitioners, coaches, or anybody in the expert or how-to space, whether you're seeing people one-on-one, and then you want to call out a result that they want to achieve, and you want to get 2 to 3 new clients per week.
Yeah.
Whereas that if somebody, unlike you, that's not doing like marketing for them, they might be in the relationship industry, or they might be in the health industry. So they might say, you might want to, are you looking to lose 15 kilos, or are you looking to attract a partner, or whatever their relate is. So that relate, story, teach. It's not something that I came up with because it's too good. It's just something that just works really well. It's kind of like built into our psyche, that sort of introduction, and then relate, story, teach. It's just exactly how people like are neurologically programmed to listen to a video. Because we don't want to go from like relate, saying like, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want that? To teach, because it's a bit dry. Whereas we go like, do you want these things? Then we go, now let me tell you a juicy, gossipy story.
Yeah.
And then this kind of like, then they start to get to know you. The same as like you were saying, like on that one webinar, it only went for an hour. People signing up because they got to know you, and you weren't talking for the whole lot. They only, you know, over the course of an hour, they get to know you. With this one, it's over the course of 4 videos and an ebook.
Yeah. So we're doing, can you just remind me of the videos in the order? So we do 1, the lead magnet, 2, the top, like the 5 teachings on getting 2 to 3 leads per week.
Yeah, I got this weird acronym called IMSCS. So IMCS. So indoctrination, which is like
that was the thing you sent me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So indoctrination, again, it's like when you go like, you know, relate, story, teach. Yeah. So indoctrination. The M stands for Mythbuster. Top 5 myths, or let's go 5, and to bust them. The C is for case study, where you show an example of it happening. The same as like, this is like, this is less like what we're doing right now, less of a case study, more of like a client journey video for other people. So they can kind of go like, oh, I could do this stuff too. And then the S at the end is like a sales offer. And we've got acronyms for each thing. So that thing that I'd sent you is just kind of like it's a guide as to like what to say in the video. So it's like the letters of indoctrination. They just
okay, I'll go back and have a look at that. I sort of do know the structure of this, but it's good to just be reminded. It's like I normally do, you know, like hook, call out, teachings, story, call to action.
Yeah, that's it. We're just between story and call to action. We're just doing teach, but the call to action on this first video is not buy something. The call to action is very much like, please check your inbox for that the ebook again that's on its way to you. Also, in a few days, please look out for this next video called the 5. So the Mythbuster one, the 5 top mistakes that.
Or the big myth around how many followers you have got versus you know. The eyeball thing, because that's definitely like the biggest myth out there. People think they need more followers on Instagram and they actually don't. I mean, my lady today, my chronic fatigue lady, she's like, oh my God, Mish, my views have gone up to 40, right? She's got just over 200 followers. But she's so excited. She's got 40, and I was like, Jesus, is that it? But she got 40 of the right eyeballs, and she goes, Mish, again, I got 3 more people asking me for product information yesterday. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, and you've got less than, you know, literally 200 followers. How good is that? Because she's been doing my DM strategy, finding the right eyeballs. So it's pretty cool.
It's the relationship. It's the more relationships you can build, just the better you are. And it doesn't need to be that many, as long as like you build like a really great relationship with even just like a very small list. Like if it's 50 people, like you can.
I mean, that's what's sort of happening for me now, because I've got like 30 odd people in my course that just love me, and they're just recommending me. Like the call I've got Tuesday is 2 ladies that are recommended by Therese, and they will join on. You know, like I know them anyway as well, and they'll definitely join on because I've seen her results because they're in the same network marketing business. They're like, holy shit, they're jealous. They've got the FOMO happening.
Yeah.
So they, and then the girl I talked to last night, I mean, she just had a bad, she's going to join up Isagenix with me because I do Isagenix, like a health and wellness network marketing company. And she's going to buy my course.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I didn't actually try and push Isagenix onto her last night, but she sort of said to me, oh, one of the things that was holding her back was her weight and blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, she goes, do you still do Isagenix? I went, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, she just seemed really overwhelmed, and she really appreciated it because this morning I sent her a message and said, look, I think you need 2 weeks off because she's just overwhelmed. She's working. Rage has been cut by 40%, you know, all this stuff, but she wants to do this course. And again, she was just one of those people that was going to jump into a course, had no idea really how to niche down or, you know, how to validate something. And I said, look, you really need to do, like, honestly, she's paid this guy I think she said like close to 20K in training, and she's still got no idea what she's doing. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, you'll get that from my course for $554 and you'll get support. Like, oh my God. But yeah.
The support goes a long way. Like I found, like there was a course that I did that was around the 20K, and the support was actually the best part of it. But it's kind of interesting. Like when you put a thing out there for marketing, people can understand it in lots of different ways, and not all of those ways are correct. And just getting to actually like tell you what they think you've said, and for you to say like, oh, actually, there's a distinction that you've got to change a thing that's just happened there. That's gold for them to be able to have that access to you.
Oh, look, that, you know, when I think about like even with what Sarah said to me the other day about my what she said about her one-on-one charge. Like if people are getting direct access to me for a year and I'm not just supporting them, I'm actually continuing training them through progressing, you know, because some people progress fast because they're quick or they're smart or their skill level's different. And some people are bloody slow because they work and they're, you know, something comes up in their life, whatever. You know, I had one of the girls from New York in my course that ended up, someone died when she enrolled in the course, and the next week, you know, somebody had died, and I said to her, oh no, look, please don't do, you know, just stop, you know, you don't have to, you've got a whole year, and I said I'll support you whenever you come in, and she really appreciated that. But like I think you know, one thing I've learned from this course, because originally I was only going to give them 6 weeks support, then I thought, look, I'm just going to be getting new people in and supporting them anyway in the group. I might as well just let the other ones continue to try and help them, you know, because if I help them win, then I win, because they're going to tell everyone, aren't they? So but yeah, I've literally, that support has been critical, I think, and I know I'm someone, I like support, you know, I'm someone that likes to not just log into a, you know, I want to be able to ask a question or do something. So yeah, anyway, that sounds good, Scott. I think I'm clear. Are you going to be are we putting in the testimonial as well in that email sequence?
Yep, but not in this step. So we're not broadcasting anything at the moment to say that there's an offer coming. We're basically just, we're giving free value.
Okay.
And just start building a relationship.
Okay.
To begin with.
So I'm doing 1 lead magnet, 2 a teaching, 3 the 5 mistakes. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's 1 ebook and 2 videos, and I've just sent you a link just now that has the script builder for that Mythbuster. And so yeah, like if you're able to get them done, then we can then basically build half the funnel on Monday, or half the email section on Monday. The only parts we can't build is around the videos that don't exist yet.
Right. Okay.
Cool. That's really awesome. So like we're like by Monday, we'll be over halfway of the whole thing.
Okay.
And then at that point, once it's automated, we can then just go like on traffic and sort of like look at if we can prove that it's basically that the free stuff we're putting out, also like the free ads, like what we did in Facebook, and then also with Instagram, if we can use both as a traffic source, if we can prove that they're both giving you a positive return on investment, then we can use less than the amount of money that's coming in to push those ads out and like actually buy some ads to really sort of like claim some territory. And just like
I don't know that I want to share it on Instagram, only because my niche on Instagram is network marketers. And as I said, like I've worked really hard on that niche, and I just don't want to like start, you know.
Yep.
Like
even just through Facebook.
My Facebook niche is nothing, because I've done nothing, and I can tell you, I'm still in 2 minds. That's why I've been like, because I'm at work at the moment, like I've still got a job, sort of, because like I'm, you know, on 27th of September, but I don't believe that I'm going to have a job back there anyway, and I don't want to go back. I don't intend to go back, but on the 27th, because I'm hoping to get a payout, you see, because I've been there 8 years, so I really want to try and get my long service leave, and I want to leave on a good note, and you know, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to nail LinkedIn and Facebook. I'll probably go on Facebook and maybe do something there. And that's when I might change to my high level niche, more coaching and membership. And like do maybe those two on there and maybe just keep my Instagram for network. I don't know. That's sort of what I'm thinking, but it's all evolving. I thought this will be a good test to see this one.
If we can produce like even just a whole month of like, say, $2,000 per week coming in, at that point, we might then say like, okay, well, let's then spend like 10% of that, $200 a week pushing the ebook out through Facebook. Then if we can get it to the $4,000 a week, then we'll still take 10% and get like $400 a week to push the ebook out through Facebook. And just to sort of try to keep it like at about 10% ad spend. Because at that point, like, you can scale something really, really great and get
I don't know how to do the ads.
We'll get there one step at a time. But yeah, so like if you're happy with like first the ebook and 2 videos, and then Monday, then we can do the next step.
I'll do that even though I don't look beautiful.
You look great.
I'll be like, oh my God, it'll probably just be a talking point. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just do it.
It humanizes you too. Like it's like we're not above anyone. It's like that things happen to us, and that's part of the attraction in a way. It's that like if we were so out of reach and so unrelatable, then nobody would do business with us.
Yeah. I just think, look, it is what it is, I suppose. The only trouble is the lighting's not. I really need to buy a light ASAP because I was doing all my videos. When I did all my course videos, it was sort of summer and I had really good lighting, and I always knew I needed to get a proper light because I probably it's okay. It's just not. You think it's okay? I have actually got light upstairs I can bring down, but it's not perfect.
So what we call like cold and hot. So you could have like a 45-degree day there, and it could still look freezing if the lighting is bluish. Whereas like when the lighting is like orangish or something, you could be having
I'm on my laptop, so I've got a better camera. I've got a better webcam upstairs, so I'll bring that down. It might actually make it look better. I don't know. Anyway, that's all right. All right, I better go because I've got to go and pick my daughter's going for a sleepover, so that's good. Tonight, and I've got to go down and take her stuff to school early, and then I want to come home and to start getting, because I've got a bit of backlog. So I told you I've employed a VA, and she's wanting all my passwords, and this is the trouble, when you're trying to teach someone to do work for you, sometimes it's just a bit painful too. Because I'm thinking, Scott, like what I'm doing, I'm going full on in, right? I'm employing somebody to, this girl's going to help me with just some stuff, like some administration sort of stuff. And if it goes really well, like I'm really quick to jump into like another, like start getting everything done. Because I've got a whole nother course in the back end of my course platform. I've got literally a whole nother course duplicated, ready to go. All I've got to do is update the PowerPoint presentations and change to the wording to say, let's just say I went down the coaching niche. All I'd have to do is change like a couple of the words, update all of the task sheets, which again, I'd get this girl to do. And then I just have to record the videos, which there's quite a few videos, but that probably take me 3 days realistically. And then I've got a whole nother niche. And then what I'd probably do is add in like maybe helping them create their online course or membership program, and like just help them, so I'd probably add another couple of lessons in that I feel like would be really good, and also a bit of structure around setting up a membership platform. So I'd probably just include a lesson like that in there, and then I would pitch like maybe a price where they just get the course for maybe $1,000, or they want to be mentored and course for $2,000 or something like that. I don't even know. I haven't worked that out yet, but that's sort of what I'm thinking. And if I could just get 6 clients, I don't even know. I need to get my head around how much money I need to make, but something like that. That's what I'm sort of thinking. But I don't know yet, and I just need to nail this little one first and get this right.
Well, well done on this week. You've done really well.
Thank you. Yeah,
all right. Well, let's end it for here. I better let both of us go and get on with our things.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So, will we organise another appointment for Monday?
Yeah, so every Monday I do a 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. webinar. It'd be really great to get you on the 7 p.m., but like the 10 would be good as well if you're free for that.
What's the 7 p.m. one? Is that the one that I'm doing with you, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like,
Holy
what
shit.
I'd love to be able to do on the 7th is to finish the active campaign piece.
Yep.
And
Okay.
which basically means having to then finish the lead pages, because then like those people that have said like I'm in on Facebook, we'll reply to them. We'll get them onto the opt-in where they can get the ebook. It'll then transfer them.
You realise you've distracted me from what I was going to do in my own business right now, but it's okay because this is good too. Because I've literally got a Facebook ads guy waiting for me to give him a webinar, and I've fucked him around a lot. Put it that way.
It's been bringing money in, which is good.
Really bad. Well, I paid him right, but no, listen, there's a story.
Okay.
I was going to do an audit. I was going to do a free audit. He talked to me. I'm a strong person, right? I'm like, I know what I want to do. And he was like, oh, you'd be better off doing this and this. I'm like, no, I've already, I've worked out this is what I want to do. Then that week, a couple of weeks ago, I just was slammed with discovery calls, and I went, oh shit, like I should be just doing a webinar. And then, so I got really tired, and then this Indian guy was helping me with, just helping me with webinars and stuff like that, and just giving me some free advice. Because I commented in a group and said I was overwhelmed or something like that, and he came into my rescue and started helping me. Anyway, he's been helping me, this guy. Anyway, then he's like started helping me with this lead magnet page for an audit. So I've got it literally sort of up and ready to go almost. And then I just said I was going to give it to the Facebook ads guy, and then he's like, don't do that. He goes, what happens if you get 100 audits in 1 week? How are you going to fit them all in? And I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh my God, I've been so slammed with discovery calls, I can't do 100 audits. Like, do you know what I mean? And he goes, you're wasting your money. Honestly, he said, you've already validated your offer. You don't need to do those audits. Like, just do the webinar. So then I had to get hold of the Facebook ads guy and go, I'm really sorry. I know I've stuffed you around. Because like he'd written the ad for it.
Yep.
I said, look, I'm really sorry. I'm happy to pay for what you've already done, but I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. And he goes, and then it was almost like, I told you so, Michelle. That's what he said. And he said, like, I agree. I'm okay with it. But now, like, the work that I'm going to be doing now for you is going to like bump that again, and he's waiting for me. So I'm really conscious about like, shit, I can't make this guy wait much longer, and I need to get the webinar out there. So like, anyway, and I've just got all this other people slamming, like I've just got all these appointments. It's just crazy. But anyway, it's all right. I just need to get these videos done by Monday, and then upload that lead magnet, get the videos done, and then I'll be pretty much ready to do my webinar. Perfect. Because then I've got Monday and Tuesday, I've actually got a pretty free run at the moment. And I think I almost want to probably block the appointments out because I'm never going to get done because people are going to keep booking in. Yeah. So I think I just need to do that because it's that fine line between having all these one-on-ones or scaling, and I need to go to the scaling, and I need to make that a priority and stop. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Best go. Thank you. I think I've got my head around it. Let me know. I'll try and send you the videos. I'm just about to drop my kids, and I'll try and work out what I'm going to say, and then I'll try and send you them just over the next day or so, and then let me know if I need to change anything. No worries. All right. So with the videos, I just do like, what did you say? How much time? Up to 5 minutes? Or 5 to 10. 2 to 3 minutes? 5 to 10 is good. 5 to 10 for the training, or both? 5 to 10 each. Each. So for both the indoctrination and the Mythbuster? Yep. Okay. Yep, cool. Perfect. That's really funny because I've always been told that, 2 to 3 minutes for videos. Yeah, there's a lot of people that give the standard thing, and
generally it's like it's the attention spans that people, when they see Tony Robbins, like when I went to see like UPW or Unleash the Power Within, he talks for 14 hours with no breaks. He doesn't have a sip of water. He doesn't use a bathroom. He doesn't have lunch. Whereas other people couldn't hold someone's attention for more than 20 seconds. It seems to really depend on a lot of things. But if people really love it, it's like the same as like, whenever I watch a DC movie, like I worry about the fact it's 3.5 hours, like the Snyder cut of something, you know, that this Justice League movie or it's an Avengers or a Disney movie that's coming out. But on Netflix, I'm more than happy to watch 8 hours in a row because it's just like, here's 20 minutes, then here's 20 minutes. And so like they keep you going. So it's kind of like, as long as it's broken into small pieces, like, you know, 5 to 10 minutes, like people are perfectly good. Like I will watch like a 15 or half-hour YouTube video. I'll worry in the beginning. I'll be like, give me a 1-minute one. I'd rather watch that. But when I kind of go, oh, I'll just watch the beginning. Then at that point, I get hooked. And so especially like what we're doing with your video is we're not having a play button on it that they can press, even though they can pause and then play. It's going to start off playing. As soon as they get there, it's auto-played. So they actually have to stop the video if they want to stop watching. So if they get hooked in the first few seconds, they might just keep going with it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yep.
Alrighty. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
So in the video, should I actually do like a sort of a slide deck presentation, or in the teachings, or not?
Whatever you feel, as long as you can get the point across. So like if you want to do screen record, just show something simple and don't overdo it, because it's only the first one was the one trick to get 2 to 3 clients. So you're showing them one trick. Or if you're going to use your hands, what I find is that if you've got multiple things, it's like you use the screen, like you have your hand at the top third, the middle, of the bottom, if you're going to say 3 things, and you basically, what do they call that? Like stage anchoring. And if you're going to talk about like the past is over here and the future's over here, you've got to keep the past is always here and the future's always there. You go, I used to do this, now I do that. Not like back then, but now. So it's like you go past, future, and then here's dot point. So it's like you just use your, if you're using your body in that particular way, palms are usually good for kind of like relating to people. It's like, you know, you can see that I'm not holding any weapons. And then this is kind of like really good for like dot points. Like I tend to do like a hand on the heart and do that. Or you can use a screen record. But just whatever's right for you, like as long as it feels right, I wouldn't worry too much about like getting it too technical. As long as it's nice and clear and that somebody with only 10% of their focus could kind of get the idea, then it's perfect. Yeah. Because it's really just, they're just getting used to your present. It's kind of like with a horse, like where you've got to ride it, you need to build trust. It's like, don't approach the horse from the back or it'll kick. And then it's like, you know, when you pat it, it's a nice rhythm, and it's like going like, okay, I'm not going to ride you just yet, but I'm just kind of like getting used to like the fact that you're there. You're like, all right, well, I'm kind of like relaxed about the fact that you're here. Now perhaps like we can do something else. Maybe I can lead the horse. Maybe I can hop on top of the horse or something. Yeah. Yeah. Even if they don't remember what you've said, it's fine.
I'll decide, because you know, 5 to 10 without like any sort of direction could mean just me waffling on. You know, like I just need to, like in some ways I'm better off having what I do. Yeah. I'll sort it out.
So that indoctrination, or like basically introduction, relate, story, teach, and then check out the next video. Mm-hmm. As long as like, you know, you can kind of, the story, as long as it illustrates what you're about to teach, it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. All right.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. I'll let you know how I go. See ya.
Perfect. Bye. Talk to you soon. Bye.